Okay, it's on. Hello, beautiful people. This is a video that was inspired by a video I made some time ago. It was the video I made had to do with the 15 years of data that was accumulated from the MEBO community to try to determine what are the effective products that helped or treated their abnormal body odor. Usually, people who have TML or people who who are not diagnosed. They came and made some type of survey, did some things where they selected whether certain options like anything from vitamin B2 to probiotics to deodorants were the most effective or least effective, or they didn't see much of a difference. Now, if you look into the chart, which is a very small chart, let's just talk about some of the things that are listed here. There's folic acid, vitamin B2, antibiotics, charcoal, deodorants, probiotics, chlorophyll, mushroom extracts, antivirals, anxiolytics, antidepressant, multivitamins. And in the actual article, there's other different products or supplements or things like that that have been named that actually haven't been shown in the survey. I wish they would have because another thing about this survey, it says 2008. I don't know if it's from 2008 to 2024, or technically this was written in 2023. So I'm curious if this is like the most updated chart. I would love to know something about that. But in any case, this article inspired me to make my own, I guess, chart or spreadsheet, I guess, to determine all the different products I've heard and I actually used over the years, and what I determined was positive, negative, or somewhere in between. So I have a list of different treatments that were suggested in many different MEBO, not MEBO, but body odor communities forums. I mean, I had this thing for almost like 19 years, so I've been in a lot of different forums, and I have tried a lot of different things, and I'm going to just go over the list of different things, and I based it off of like a color value. Green means positive. I have seen positive effects while using this product. Red means negative. Blue means I'm unsure, and the gray means I never tried it. So let's just go over the list of different things. I'm already 2 minutes in. All right, let's just go over the list of different things I feel positive, negative, or I'm positive, negative, not sure, or I never tried. So, the first one on the list is chlorophyll. So, chlorophyll, I strongly feel, um, has had a positive effect. Now, in the chart, it says, or at least within the chart, I think it's in the chart, some people are not sure. It shows the gray means most people are unsure, but most people do have some positive effects. Now, I have heard people say they had negative effects or they made it smell, taking chlorophyll made them smell worse. But for me, I strongly feel that chlorophyll has helped if you like double the dosage or triple the dosage. You can get chlorophyll in liquid form, tablet form, and capsule form. I remember when chlorophyll was like used to be like $8 or somewhere around like $8 to $9 back in maybe 2008, and it was only sold in like a Whole Foods, and it was in a glass bottle. It was chlorophyll, but now it's like in different variations, and that's pretty cool. But that's my positive. I've seen positive effects by taking chlorophyll. Then now let's go to the next one. The next one is folic acid. So within this chart, folic acid is the highest rated supplement that on this chart, at least within the 2008 chart. And folic acid is vitamin B9. And I don't know if I'm taking folic acid. I have had multivitamins, but let's just read a little bit about vitamin B9. Vitamin B9, also called folate or folic acid, is one of eight B vitamins. All B vitamins help the body convert food carbohydrates into fuel, glucose, which is used to produce energy. Or these B vitamins, often referred to as B complex vitamins, also help the body use fats and proteins. B complex vitamins are needed for a healthy liver and a healthy skin, hair, and eyes, All right. They also help the nervous system function properly. Folic acid is a synthetic form of B9 found in supplements and fortified foods, while folate occurs naturally in foods. All right, cool. Um, I'm not sure if I take it if it's within my multivitamin, but so I'm not sure if it really helped me. But the next one is vitamin B2, and within the chart, most people say that vitamin B2 has helped them. Personally, for me, I do feel like it hasn't helped me. I feel like there was like some negative when I started taking it in large amounts. It was I had like an adverse effect to it. However, I did want to show this article. I think I showed this article before. Um, this is called riboflavin responsive trimethylamine. Riboflavin is another name for vitamin B2. So, anyways, riboflavin responsive trimethylaminuria in a patient with homocystinuria on betaine therapy. So basically, it's about the 17-year-old girl who was taking some betaine because it was supposed to, I guess it was supposed to treat her homocystinuria, and she started getting strong body odor. So then they gave her 200 milligrams of riboflavin, and I think like the recommended amount of riboflavin is about like 50 grams or something. Daily recommended. Let me put daily recommended for B2. Oh, really? One point is only 1.3 milligrams? Wow, so that's almost like 200 times. Wait. Recommended daily dietary allowance RDA for men and women ages 19 years is 1.3 to 1.1 milligrams respectfully. Wow, and she was taking 200 milligrams? Wow, that's almost like 200 times. That's incredible. Well, apparently the 17-year-old girl was taking 200 times the amount of the recommended daily vitamin of B2, and her odor significantly reduced. So there has been studies for people who have like T-mal-like symptoms to take riboflavin in high dosage, and it has helped them. I took it. I didn't really see it. I felt like I saw more negative than positive, but I'm still not sure. So I'm just gonna put not sure. Let's go next on the list. How? Oh my God, I'm already 7 minutes in. All right, the next one on the list is antibiotics, and that's very broad because there's like natural antibiotics that you can find in herbs, and then there's like clinical, these like clinical supplements. I don't want to say called supplements, medication for antibiotics. And I've heard people who actually took these like medication antibiotics did have show success when they started taking them for a good couple of weeks and stuff. But then I've heard some negative side effects, like after a while, like the odor came back, even though they were constantly taking it. So it's telling me that the I don't know, maybe the gut microbiota started to get used to these microbiomes, and then they started to not microbiomes, these antibiotics, and eventually the antibiotics stopped working. So I don't know. There are natural forms of antibiotics. I don't know if they have ever had. I never had medicated antibiotics, so I don't know if it actually works. So let's go to the next one. Antifungals. I'm not sure if I ever tried them. I think I tried some type of antifungals. There was a point in my life, my early 20s, where I believed, there's always some theories as to what could be the cause of it, and there's always people who believe they had the solution. And one of the solutions was the Candida diet, which I'm going to talk about much later. And they say, oh yeah, you got to start eating healthy and also take antifungals. I forgot which antifungals I did take. I don't feel like it helped, but I'm totally not sure. So, you know, who knows? Let's go to the next one. Pro M mushroom extract. I tried to find on the internet anything that had to do with Pro M. I could not find this product called Pro M, so I can't link it to anything. So I never tried it. Champex mushroom extract. So I've read stories about Champex. I read stories about mushroom extract, specifically champignon. I don't know if that's how the proper name to say it. Champignon mushroom extract was supposed to reduce the fecal odor and bad breath. So then there's some people out in Japan. I think they make Champex, and if you see this product says reduces body odor, it's a dietary supplement. Um, and it says here a bad breath and liver detox. Now, I don't think I tried this product. I actually tried the product called Deodorex, And to be honest, I'm not sure. See, it says with Champex mushroom extract. I'm not sure if it actually did anything. To be honest, I really don't know. Because first off, I can't detect this odor, and I think that I was taking it in the middle of the pandemic, so I wasn't really going out like that and checking to see if I have body any type of reactions. So I don't know if it actually helped or not, to be honest. But moving along, activated charcoal. So activated charcoal is well. Let's just read this a summary, a small overview of what activated charcoal uses are for. So it says activated charcoal has pores that can trap chemicals. It is typically taken by mouth as a treatment for some swallowed poisons, and there is little evidence for other uses. So activated charcoal is something I have a positive review about. I feel like it has definitely helped reduce my body odor to an extent. I feel like it is trapping. I feel like there is some type of chemicals that are not being broken down properly within my liver or some other organ, and it's coming out of my skin, and it's giving me an offensive odor. And I feel like with the activated charcoal, it is trapping those chemicals, and therefore, like when I take a number two, it's expelling it through the number two, as opposed to it coming out my skin. It's not. I don't think it's trapping all of it, but I think it is trapping it to a degree. And also, there is another article that is actually talking about trimethylaminuria, and they're talking about the treatments. And in this one section, it talks about activated charcoal. So it says miscellaneous. I'm sorry, oral sequestering agents. Dietary charcoal has been used as gastrointestinal detoxification for a long time, given its physical absorptive mechanisms. Supplementation with 750 milligrams of activated charcoal twice daily over the course of 10 days have been reported to reduce urinary free TMA in TMAO patients and shift the TMA to TMAO ratios to values similar to those found in healthy patients during the administration period. So, it is trapping this excess of TMA for people who are suffering from TMAO, and I also feel like it probably for people who might have maybe they don't have like an excess amount of TMA, but some type of excess amount of some other chemical that has not been properly broken down. It probably traps that as well. So I feel like activated charcoal is top tier. I think it's up there. And if I look into the article, there is more positive results than negative results from charcoal, but most people say they're not sure. So, whatever. Baking soda. Baking soda. I feel like baking soda helps as well, but I use baking soda as like a topical agent. A topical agent. That sounds funny as shit. As a topical agent, I pretty much use it as like a substitute deodorant, and I think it's one of the most effective ways to use baking soda because it neutralizes the pH within your body, within the specific area you're applying it on, and it makes it hard for bacteria to thrive. Therefore, it's not going to produce as much odors. And I've been using it for years. The only issue I do have with baking soda, if you apply too much baking soda under some area, whether it's like armpits or groin, you apply too much, it's going to start to burn. You're going to feel a burning sensation, and it's just going to smell. Your armpits are going to smell salty like an ocean. And I don't know if you want to have a salty ocean smell in whatever place you're applying it on. That's the only two things. Oh, also with baking soda, if you're applying it under your arms and stuff, it might actually consistently putting baking soda underneath your arms. I think it's going to sort of stain your clothes, any type of colored clothes. I actually seen that happen. Other than that, I have a positive. I see positive effects of baking soda in terms of just neutralizing regular underarm odor. But in terms of this abnormal body odor, I haven't really seen it. I don't know if it does that. Hydrogen peroxide. I seen positive effects. Well, you know what? I don't even really. I said green, but it doesn't really treat my abnormal body odor. Where I don't think I have team out, but it doesn't treat this abnormal body odor. However, when I use it as a way to like like I don't know, bro, I guess I use it as like a mouthwash. It does make my breath feel fresher. It feels like my breath is fresher. That's like the only positive I got from it. But does it neutralize this abnormal body odor I have? No. So maybe I shouldn't put it green. Maybe I should put not sure. I should put it as not sure. Um, Now, yeah, okay, next on Odinlandia. Now, this is from the article. I have never heard of Odinlandia. Um, and let's just read a little bit of what it is. Um, it says, "What is Odin? God damn it! What is Odinlandia diffusia? It's an herbal dietary supplement that is used to treat a variety of conditions, including fever, inflammation, and digestive issues. It is also used to promote healthy liver function and to reduce the risk of certain types of cancer." I have never heard of Odinlandia until I read this article, and so I'm not sure at all, but it does sound like it's really good a herbal supplement. Coconut oil. So with coconut oil, I've heard things about coconut oil. I heard people who are suffering from like persistent bad breath, they use that as a way to do oil pulling. And some I heard some stories at least, but in just forums where they say, oh, it sort of works or it helps. I think the reason why it does help is because it has antimicrobial effects, so it's like killing all the negative, I guess, negative bacteria in your mouth. And it says destroys some bacteria. It doesn't destroy all of it. So I've heard good stories. I've also heard people use it to apply on their skin to destroy, kill, get rid of any type of antimicrobial or just bacteria, bad bacteria. I think I tried to use coconut oil on my armpits to see if it's a good deodorant, alternative for deodorant. I don't think it is. Also, all I can say about coconut oil, if you get the real coconut oil, it's very expensive. If if anybody who knows. In any case, let's go to the next one, Prilosec. That's also been mentioned in the article. I'm pretty sure I heard of Prilosec before, and so I was like, where did I hear from? So Prilosec is used to treat certain stomach or esophagus problems such as acid reflux and ulcers. It works by decreasing the amount of acid in your stomach makes. I have never used Prilosec, so I can't say if it works or not. And I don't think my issue has to do with like stomach acid issues. Now, Probathene, I have not seen Probathene. I tried to look for Probathene, but I found Probanthene, and maybe this is an error within the article because it says Probathene, but I've only found Probanthene, and it says Probanthene is used as part of a treatment for peptic ulcer. Probanthene may also be used for purposes not listed in the medication guide. Um, okay, it's used as a peptic ulcer, so some type of digestive treatment. I have not used that at all, so I can't really speak on that. Here, let's go down the list. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Anxiolytics. So basically, anxiolytics are medications that can treat anxiety and related conditions. So anxiety medication. I wouldn't. I haven't tried anxiety medication. I don't think I ever had. At least not medication that you can get from a doctor. I think there is something called like St. John's wort. Is it St. John's wort? I think there's some type of natural herb that's supposed to allow you to be calm. Is it called St. John's wort? St. John's wort? Is that supposed to be anti-anxiety? Let me put benefits. Muscle relaxant, mild tranquilizer. What the hell? A mild? Yeah, I think this is St. John's wort. It's anti-inflammatory, muscle relaxant, mild. It may calm your mood. Yeah, that's the only thing I know that might be anxiolytic. Maybe I don't even think I tried it. Maybe I tried it a very long time ago, and I still don't know if it was effective. It probably definitely was not effective in terms of the body odor. But let's keep going down the list here. Damn, 19 minutes in. Damn. All right, let's keep going. Antidepressants. I have never tried antidepressants, and I don't think it would help my body odor. Antivirals. I don't think I ever tried any antivirals at all, so I can't say if that helps. zinc, calcium, magnesium. I'm not sure if it has helped or worsened. I take multivitamins. I did at some point take zinc by itself or magnesium by itself. I don't feel like it has hurt or helped me in any way. Digestive enzymes, I also don't not sure if it has hurt or helped me. I have tried it before. Contraceptives, I have never tried any. I mean, I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't know. Resveratrol. I keep resveratrol. So I've heard of resveratrol, and here's an article right here where it talks about somebody taking resveratrol to fight a heart disease or something like that. I think there is like a really good section in here that talks about it. Okay, let me see. I think this is one. In the new studies, researchers conducted a number of experiments in mice to determine whether the protective effect of resveratrol against atherosclerosis was related to changes in the gut microbiome. They found that resveratrol reduces the levels of trimethylamine oxide, TMAO, a known contributor to the development of osteosclerosis. They also found that resveratrol inhibits TMA production by gut bacteria. TMA is necessary for the production of TMAO. So, for people who have confirmed TMAO, maybe this is good to use. Resveratrol is also supposed to be like, is it supposed to like reduce aging or slow down aging or something like that? It also has other benefits, but I never tried it. In this article, it also mentions Fluxovas. I have never heard of Fluxovas, and I think this is also some type of medication that's supposed to help prevent like TMA or some shit. Let me see if there's like just a small bit that can encapsulate what its purpose is. Okay, let me just read this. Our preliminary studies lead us to think that Fluxovus acts in the intestines. For this reason, we are conducting current experiments on the possible remodeling of the intestinal microbiota. But surely, as a next step, we also evaluate the possible action on lysase. Probably because of these experiments, they're not really telling me the benefits here. Shit. Okay, I believe Fluxovus. Okay, it says Fluxovus in. Oh, wait, let me read this. Let me read to this point. We assume that Fluxovus works by remodeling the gut microbiota. In particular, currently we are investigating the possible effects of Fluxovus in reducing the growth of TMA-producing bacteria. Where our results will be confirmed, we will be able to establish this one as the main mechanism of action for TMAO reducing effects of Fluxovus. So it's supposed to, I guess, help your microbiota to reduce the amount of TMA producing bacteria. And I guess for anyone who's suffering from T-bowel, maybe that might help. Never tried it. Probiotics is very broad. You can take probiotics in many different forms. Like you could take it capsule form. You can take it through just food-based probiotics, and there's a variety of different food-based probiotics like sauerkraut, kefir, pickles, any type of fermented foods, kombucha. What's the other one that's also a drink? What's that other one that's also? There's water kefir too, and I think there's some other ones. So I feel like there was a positive effect on probiotics when I started taking supplements, but then within 2019, 2020, there were people who suggested to try kombucha or kefir, food-based probiotics, and some people had success. I don't think I had as much success as opposed to just taking the supplements, and there's a variety of different supplements, but that's how I feel. I think there was some positive effects taking probiotics. Loom deodorant. So a lot of people in many forums, body odor forums, swear that Loom is effective and has helped them and blah 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 blah. I tried Loom several times. I don't like the smell of Loom. It's not as effective that people say it's effective in my deodorant. It's not an effective deodorant for me. I tried the deodorant and the body lotion stuff. It's over expensive and I think it's garbage. But for some people it helps, and shouts out to you guys. How much time? 24 minutes. Damn. The next one is multivitamin. I'm unsure if it has helped me or not. It's just I think I took a men's daily multivitamin almost every day, and I'm not sure if it hurts or helps me. I feel like it helps in some factor, factor, in some fashion. I'm sorry. Let's go to the next one. Kefir or kefir, whatever you want to call it. That's part of probiotics. Some people say that it is helpful, or they've been cured, right? And I'm not going to disagree with them. If they say they're cured, they're cured. But for others, it has not helped them. In my boat, whether it's kefir or kombucha, I don't think it has helped at all. I think it has was like worsened my odor, and I tried it for a long periods of time. So people say, "Oh, you have to try it for a good couple of months." I have tried it for a good couple of months for both of them, and then they'll say, "Oh, well, you have to get a good diet." I did that with a good diet, and yeah, it's not. It just doesn't work for some people. Keto diet. I'm pretty sure people have heard the keto diet. I don't know if I want to keep ranting about this, so I'm not going to click. You can do your own research on the keto diet. Basically, it's like you're supposed to eat. You're not supposed to eat carbs, or you're supposed to eat like less than 50 grams of carbs, and consume high amounts of fat and stuff like that in order to satiate yourself. Some people say the keto diet is helpful. I think it's bullshit. Vegan diet. But I have never tried. I never tried the keto diet because, like, I feel like the diet in itself is not as healthy as people try to present it to be, and that's why I just avoided the ketogenic diet. But some people say they tried the ketogenic diet and it helped. Great, cool. Vegan diet. I have tried the vegan diet. The vegan diet is the major thing. I think diet in general is the major thing that's going to significantly reduce your odor. And vegan diet, in terms of just plant-based foods, are always, in my opinion, will help. Now, a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, you could be a vegan and still eat terribly." Majority of vegans are not going to eat terribly. Yes, you can eat terribly on a vegan diet, but if you're just focused on like whole plant foods, like just fruits and vegetables, you'd be pretty straight. I mean, I don't think the majority of people, when they think of a person on a vegan diet, they think of a person just only eating chips and Oreos. No, I'm talking about just eating like, apples and oranges, and eating salads and eating potatoes, and what I mean, tofu, blase blase, beans, etc., etc. I feel like it has helped way better because I'm avoiding, in general, foods that I think are going to cause me to smell worse, which are pretty much animal-based products, to be honest. Gluten-free diet. Now, the gluten-free diet in general, I've heard some people talk about the gluten diet, or the people staying away from gluten, and it has helped them tremendously. I wasn't completely sure what gluten is. So now here is a list of all the different grains and starches that you can eat on a gluten-free diet, but these are the things you should not eat, like wheat, barley, rye, trisitol, oats in some cases. Now, I still eat oatmeal, so I don't know. Maybe that's like that's negatively affecting me. I'm not entirely sure, but some people say they have positive effects. I don't. I'm not sure. FODMAP diet, I'm not really going to get into that because it's already over 28 minutes. You can do your research yourself about FODMAP diet. This is another diet where like you're supposed to avoid certain fruits, vegetables, because it's supposed to reduce, because some of those fruits or vegetables are high in some type of like chemical or something, like it's like fructose, or it's not even is it a chemical? They're high in something like fructose, glycerides. What is it called? Let me see. But it's high in certain things. Certain foods are high in certain things, which might disturb your digestive system, cause you to have SIBO or digestive disorders. So this diet is supposed to recommend certain foods that will not disturb your digestive system. And I feel like it has helped, but I never ate any animal-based products because they do recommend like meat and stuff. I never ate the meat. I just started just eating only the vegetables. Juicing. I've heard people juiced before, and basically all they're doing is juicing with vegetables, and they're just drinking the juice almost every day. And I've heard positive effects, but at the same time, juicing every day is not possible to do long term. You have to start eating you have to start consuming more calories. You can't just be consuming like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 calories of juice, which might be a lot of juice, but it's not gonna it's not a feasible thing to do long term. So I never tried it. Fasting. I have tried fasting, but I've never been. I think the longest I ever done fasting was like for 5 days, and it's really hard to do. It's really, really hard to fast. So I'm not sure if I did smell less or not. I'm not sure. Alkaline diet. So the alkaline diet is very interesting because it has a certain premise, a certain belief that if you eat foods that are high, have a high pH, as opposed to a low pH being acidic, you will prevent many illnesses and stuff. But the idea of it is like it's very unscientific. I didn't realize that I did this when I was in my early 20s, and I didn't realize that it was a sham. But overall, there is like truth to the fact that if you do eat more plants, it does increase the likelihood or reduce the likelihood of you getting like health degenerative diseases. There is some truth to that, but in terms of like improving your pH in your body, that's bullshit. Um, the next one is chlorella. Chlorella is similar to chlorophyll, where it's supposed to be used as a way to reduce your body odor if you take it. Also, there's another product called like spirulina, which might produce which is like similar to chlorophyll or chlorella. I have never taken chlorella, so I don't know if it has helped or if there's a major difference in taking chlorella versus chlorophyll versus spirulina. And then the last one is the Candida diet, which is which is all the rage. I remember early in my 20s, candida was a major thing that people said, "Oh, it's the candida, that's the cause of all." It's not the candida. It's not that's the cause of all of it. I do feel like within all these diets that have been suggested over the years, the major thing that you can take away from all of them is the fact that they say to stay away from inflammatory foods. So that could has to do with just junk food or meat, and more specifically red meat. I think I have an article out here. Oh no, did I take away this article? Did I close this article? Well, I had an article out here that was talking about how red meat um, is increases the likelihood of certain cancers and stuff like that. And so I think Candida diet does tell you to avoid eating red meats and all this other type of stuff. Um, but yeah, I have never tried it. I do not believe Candida is the cause for our illnesses or our abnormal body odors. So man, that took 30 something minutes. I didn't mean to rant for 30 something minutes, but yeah, I wanted to say that, and I also want to say this before I end it. I've been thinking about, since I saw that there was a survey that was made, I was thinking about making my own survey. So right now I have all these different products that are used as treatments, right, to get rid of whatever foul or abnormal odor you have. Google has this thing called Google Forms where you can create your own forms, and I've been thinking about creating my own form where I'm going to list out all these like different treatments, right? And I'm going to post a link within my videos for like 30 days, and people can come on this link, and then they can rate what treatment was the most effective for them, or what treatment was effective for them. So then at the end of the 30 days or so, or maybe it could just be up there for a year. I don't think there's like I haven't seen an option to only keep the voting for 30 days, but people will have an idea based on what treatment for them was the most effective. So I already have like this example one. Maybe next week or sometime later, I'm actually going to create this form so people can actually vote and say, okay, this treatment worked for me, this treatment didn't work for me, this treatment I am not sure about, and I haven't tried some other treatment. So yeah, so that's it. I know it's 34 minutes long. Most people haven't gotten all the way through here, but I wanted to just cover this. In any case, I'm ending right here. You guys have a good day, I guess. Bye.